What started as a 911 call turned into a deadly domestic violence investigation in South Phoenix today.
Now a Valley family is without both parents after a suspected murder-suicide. Our David Caltabiano has details on the case and tells us how the pandemic has actually been making these types of crimes worse.
Tonight, a family fractured by domestic violence. Police say 43-year-old Saida Sahali Akhtar and her husband, 52-year-old Abul Ahsan Habib, are dead after an apparent murder-suicide in a home near 39th Avenue and Baseline Road. Police say this woman tried to get help. She called 911 to try to get her husband removed after an argument. When officers showed up, he wasn't there. When she called 911 again, the operator heard gunshots. The officers had left just minutes before. Police say the husband returned.
From the indications are that he shot her and then turned the gun on himself and killed him.
Yeah, unfortunately, this never gets easy for us as advocates.
Mariah Moon is the CEO of Arizona's largest domestic violence shelter, New Life Center. She says this tragedy is all too familiar.
A lot of times death and fatality does actually occur when the person is attempting to leave or even after they are leaving. So it just kind of breeds and speaks to how horrific domestic violence and family violence can truly be.
Right now, there is no hard data on the rise of domestic violence during the pandemic. But Mariah told me she's seen an increase in the amount of people using her shelter, and it can be contributed to measures taken, like a shelter in place, to slow the spread of COVID-19.
Because sometimes they have been in the same house and sometimes in the same room with the perpetrator for weeks, if not months. They literally aren't able to get to us and say that they need help.
Mariah wants you to know that New Life Center is available around the clock, pandemic or not. They're here for you, in hopes that the next victim's phone call won't be their last.
There should be no shame in being a victim.
In Phoenix, David Caltabiano for Arizona's Family.